Hello brew tubers and happy effort Friday. Going to be looking at one of my more recent beers today, and that is a Red Rouge. So this is a 4% beer made using the German Red X malt and French Barbe Rouge hop. And this is what it looks like. I was hoping for it to be a bit brighter and lighter in colour. It's quite dark and dingy really. The clarity is not great, and in real life it's more amber than it is red. I mean there's red hints in it definitely, but it's very ambery. So yeah, I would like something a bit brighter really. The aroma, definitely picking up strawberry and cherry, which is what the Barbe Rouge hop is supposed to impart, so that's good. Flavour, again, you're getting tastes of red fruits from the Barbe Rouge hops and caramel toffee notes, I think, from the malt. Unfortunately though, the beer is too sweet. It's unbalanced. It's almost sickly really. Yeah. You also get a taste of carbon dioxide, if there's such a thing. You can taste it's been forced carbed. You can feel it for sure. Yeah, it's disappointing really. It's not worked out well. Too sweet, unbalanced, sickly. It's not right. It's not right. However, I have given it some thought, and there are a few things I can think of to improve it. So this beer was done with a 3-stage mash. So I can't quite remember how it went, but it was something like 63 degrees for half an hour, 66 for half an hour, 70 for an hour, whatever it might have been. First stage is to simplify that, keep it simple, stupid. 67 degrees for 90 minutes. A nice, simple, single infusion, single step mash. You know, that's going to make it a lot simpler, and I think it will also help with the sweetness, because at 67 degrees you'll create more fermentable sugars. You know, there'll be less unfermentable sugars in it, which would help with the balance. So yes, stage 1, simple mash. Stage 2 is to slightly alter the hop schedule. Nothing major. A little bit of extra bittering addition I think won't go amiss. Also, no, the stage 1 with the simple mash will help with the balance of the beer, but a little bit extra bitterness as well won't hurt from the hops. And it definitely needs a slightly bigger dry hop addition. It has got a good aroma, but it could be a bit better, you know. So that's stage 2. Stage 3 is the yeast. I did use SO4 for the yeast. I think USO5 is the way to go with this beer. It'll make a cleaner profile and hopefully really lift the hop aroma and flavour. Step 4 will be across the board in terms of my beers, and that's the carbonation method. So this was forced carbed, and so it's an improvement on bottle conditioning. Bottle conditioning, I found I was getting gushers. Using the forced carb method means I don't get gushers, but I've created a new problem of being able to taste the CO2 in the beers and sort of in the aroma as well, really. It's just not right. I'm not happy. So my solution is, I've watched Dudes Brews video, and I'm going to keg condition my beers from now on. So I've brought some floating dip tubes. So the plan is to put the beer into the keg, add 40, 50, 60 grams of sugar, whatever it might need, and let that keg condition, and then use the floating dip tubes so you don't get any sediment, and then bottle, you know, degas, hook up the CO2 at 4 psi and bottle from the keg with this keg conditioning. I think keg conditioning will impart more natural CO2 flavours instead of forced carb CO2 flavours. I think it will taste more natural, and I think it will work. So yeah, mash schedule, hops, yeast, carbonation. And I think we might be onto a winner here. I did and ah about changing the grist. So this is 100% red X malt. I thought about cutting that down to 80% and then perhaps brightening up the beer with some low colour Marisotto. I need to worry about, you know, what I've just mentioned really first before I worry about altering the colour. So that might be for batch 3. So yeah, I mean the beer's got potential. It's not good enough to sell. It's not good enough to drink even really. But I think I know what to do to make sure batch 2 is better. As a train goes past, sorry about the noise, good train. So yes, what else has been happening in my world? I've brewed Citra and Mosaic Amber Ale recently, and that's bubbling away nicely. I dry hopped it 2 or 3 days ago, and smelling lovely. I'm going to try my new cake conditioning method on that, and bottle that up. So looking forward to doing that one. I've also brewed a small 25 litre, well, it's supposed to be a 25 litre batch of a cloned beer for use in the clubhouse. So it's Marisotto base malt, then First Gold, Goldings and Citra as the hops. Bit of a disastrous brew day with that because I oversparged yet again. So I've collected 30 litres of wort instead of 25. I had to add 600 grams of sugar to reach the correct OG. So yeah, not entirely happy with that. As I said, it's a clone beer and it's going to be for the clubhouse. I'm in the right ballpark with flavour. It might be a bit too bitter, but yeah, it's certainly got potential. I think next brewer might not quite crack it, but I'll certainly get closer. But yeah, I oversparged it. I collected 30 litres instead of 25 and had to add that sugar to get the right gravity. So yeah, not happy really. But yeah, as long as the hop flavour's about right, it's 100% Marisotto the base malt, so it's not going to be difficult to get it right. Just need to make sure I don't oversparge next time I try it. But yeah, I just need to work out the hop flavours. I think I'm nearly there. Might be a bit bitter, but we'll see. Do fancy brewing a New England IPA. It's been a very long time since I brewed one last, and yeah, I've got some hops I need to use up, so I think that'd be a good way of doing that. Again, 25 litre batch for the clubhouse. I've got some Eldorado and Equinox to use up, and some Citra as well, so I'm going to be using those 3 hops in this one. And torrefied wheat malt, oats and pale malt, the usual, and using imperial ale yeast to ferment that with. Dry hop Citra, I think the yeast is called. I'm not entirely sure. So yes, we'll see how that goes really. So yeah, do a New England IPA next week sometime for clubhouse use, and yeah, the Citra Mosaic and the clone have another week of fermenting to go. And once they're made, I might try redoing this Red Rouge with the changes I've mentioned. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And we're going to leave it there because this video's gone on long enough and trains keep going past, which is very irritating, but never mind. And I'm losing my voice a bit now as well. So yes, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again soon. Goodbye.